Imagine a conscious contact with God so strong that no matter what you are doing or not doing, that no matter what your kids are up to or not up to, and that whether you've got the person of your dreams or they're just not cooperating, that you are happy, content, and at peace. A space where everyone else's thoughts, attitudes, and actions are beautiful and exactly as they are supposed to be. Well, this is the space where I like to play. My name is Misha Z, and this is today's Bitch Slap. Join me as I shed light on the thoughts, actions, and attitudes that are causing you pain, and we train our minds to go to the capital S inner self, the joy that is waiting for us, the God within.
What happened today? Well, I had my first super crappy interview. It was crappy for the summit. The dude was not prepared. It was a junk show. I'm trying not to swear on this episode, but it was an S show. Dude was not prepared. He was not a vision of hope with his tool for a good life. And I'm thinking, you've been doing this for over 20 years and this is the best you got? Man, did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed or what? Anyway, I don't think that episode's hitting the airwaves, man. He is fired. And actually my intuition was, don't ask this guy to share. Or to be on the summit. And then by confluence of circumstances, he graciously asked me to be on there. In effect, he's like, I can speak on that. I was like, all right, I'll give you a shot. But that threw me sideways. And then I had somebody cancel an appointment trying to reschedule. It turned into a nightmare. They couldn't hit the new link that I sent them. And who knows? They're like, oh, yeah, it's scheduled. I'm like, no, it's not. I don't see it on my end. They're like, don't worry about it. And I'm like, I am worried about it because I just had a crappy interview. And they canceled right before the interview. So it could have been just I had a bad attitude. And actually, the guy did great. So I am absolutely aware that I could have just had a bad attitude. But I was so it's frustrating, man. I went through this. I was like, I am over this summit. I'm done. I'm canceling the rest of the interviews, the 8 or 9 that I've done. I don't care about. I'm out of here. I really had this moment of like, this is ludicrous. What the hell am I doing? None of this matters. And you know what? I did this in the next interview with Dr. Krista Ryan. Oh my God. And she crushed it. She brought so much amazing content, so many amazing tools, tricks, and tips. Like Dr. Krista Ryan, where's her? Miss Dr. Mom.com, MissDrMom.com. And her idea is that, hey, when you miss your doctor, what do you want to do? You want to call your mom. So she's like, MissDrMom.com. Oh my God. It restored my hope. It took me a while though, actually. Lots of praying. God, how can I be of service? What can I bring to the table? What do you got me doing here? I literally went, I don't know if anybody ever has this, but you know how when you're really involved in something and it can be a project, and one minute I'm like, I love this. I love summits now. I can't wait to do more summits. I was already planning my next ones, like the had them planned out names for them, thinking of speakers. Literally yesterday, that's what I was thinking. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Somebody canceled. Some other person that is just not scheduling the interview. I was thrown into a tizzy. And the one guy did not do a good job. He was not prepared. He didn't even have me as bio. I make it so easy. I send them emails, get me your bio, get me your headshots. How easy can I make it for you? Right. And he couldn't even get me a bio. And like I couldn't find one online. I was like, this is going to be a shit show. And it was. I wonder if I would have somehow, well, you never know. I was going to say, I wonder if I'd have been like, this is going to be amazing. It's just going to go where it's going to go. Anyhow, who knows? You never know. I can re-listen to it now that I love summits again and think, oh my God, that was the most amazing interview ever. I am also extremely aware that I don't know what's good or bad necessarily yet. Like, I don't know. It could have been amazing. Somebody out there is going to hear what he had to say and it's going to resonate because he did have some good things to say. We don't need to throw the baby out with the bathwater, but a little unprepared. Maybe the unprepared type hears it and it's like, oh my God, that guy's the best guy ever. And that kind of stuff happens. So I'm trying to be cognizant of that. Like, set aside what I think I know needs to be said or how it needs to be said, because I could very well be mistaken. And it's really up to the God, the God, right? The universe, and not me. But that one's hitting the cutting room floor. I can tell you. Krista Ryan. Wow. So good. What else was I going to say? Oh, and then Amy Tran scheduled her, Amy Tran MD scheduled her interview. So that was good. And you know what? Honestly, yoga saved my ass today at about 4. What time was it? Maybe it was 5:15, 4:15. I don't know. It doesn't matter. 4:15. I was like, I'm doing home yoga. Did this awesome hour practice. Really tried on my breathing. Was like, this is probably going to be a shit show because I was obsessed with myself and what happened in supposedly crappy interviews. And you know what? Did that yoga, re-centered me. Breath was good. Had a good meal, relatively clean. I did eat a couple leftover chicken strips. Oh my God, they were good. Because I was still hungry. And then, you know what? I started sending out more invites. I was like, I'm all in. Love this. This is fun. Back on track. Take the good with the bad. And Krista Ryan gave me a great tip. Anybody wanting to do summits, here's the tip of the day. They don't necessarily need giant followings on the social media. So Krista Ryan owns a chiropractic and laser clinic. And so she has a few people that work for her. And so they have a lot of traffic going in and out of their office, and they have a massive mailing list, right? They have like a big mailing list, email list. So if you find the good practice in the city, get a hold of that office, get the head practitioner of whatever modality you want of that office, that's at that office, get the head practitioner of the modality that you're targeting, have them be on your summit, and bam, they're stoked. They've got a great audience they can market to. They get to get some exposure for themselves. We get to help people. It's a win-win for everybody. So what happened was, I had not been any local area practitioner studios of whatever it was, chiropractic, massage, psychology, EMDR, what have you. I had been sort of ignoring those, looking for larger presences on the social media. But after her tip, I was like, yeah, I can go to those local studios of note and I went to my Chrome history and searched the EMDR, and all those little local studios popped up that I had ignored before. I searched CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, acupuncture, and there was one more. dialectical behavior therapy, DBT. Yeah, the DBT. Found a great, like in New Jersey and Florida, all these disparate cities that have good local practitioners with big followings, email lists, etc. So I emailed all of them. So because they were all in my Google history. That's so amazing. Anyway, I am obviously pumped up right now. I've just been rambling. There's your tip of the day for any summit people where you're looking for modalities. It's a new day tomorrow. I got my journaling done. I got my prayer done. I got my yoga done. Talked to some other folks, friends. It was a good day. I'm done. I'm rambling. Love to all.
Thank you for spending time with me today. As someone who is committed to growth and service to this world, I so appreciate your willingness to come with me, go within, and serve our world through change. If you found value in this podcast and you know someone who can use this message, share this episode with them. Share it so our mission can be achieved one episode at a time. And of course, subscribe so you can hear more. And lastly, for more resources on what has helped me on my journey and can help you on yours, go to belove.media/resources. That's BELOVE.media/resources. Thank you again for listening.